Today we're talking about 72-hour fast. I tried it out and see what happened. What's up, everyone? This is Coach Austin coming to you with Hyper Strength and Conditioning, where we turn nerds into superheroes. And I went through over 72-hour fast. Long story short, lost 5 pounds, most of it water weight. Day 1, day 2 was great. Day 3 sucked. Here's a few clips of me kind of semi-documenting the moment. It's day 2 of the fast, and I am thinking about food. I am down, I think, 5 pounds. That's all water weight. But I do feel, I feel like I want to eat something. But at the same time, when I woke up, it was easy to wake up. So that was pretty cool. And I found it easier to focus on things. That's what was weird about it. Because I'm usually like scatterbrained and I'll do all these things, anxious and all that. But today, because I'm more than 36 hours into it now, because I started Monday night at 9 p.m. So it's Tuesday. This is Wednesday. And Wednesday, middle of the day, it's like at 1:34. So, yeah, approaching that 48-hour mark. But yeah, definitely feel leaner already. But it's not even about just trying to like cut the weight. The whole thing is about seeing how my body reacts and how you know, the effects and all that, the benefits that people tout about, and the autophagy and then the mental clarity and you know, losing excess water weight and all that stuff. And definitely the water weight's gone, or it's reducing. And I'm drinking a ton of water. I'm drinking like a crap ton of these. But headspace is a little bit more focused, and yeah. So it'll be interesting to see how it affects me tomorrow. Thursday at 9 p.m. I get to fucking eat, so I'm excited about that. I've just completed over 48 hours of fasting. In about 24 hours, I get to eat. I feel all right. Had to eat take a little salt. I was feeling lightheaded, the electrolytes and stuff like that. But I mean, yeah, feel pretty light, pretty clean. So we'll see how tomorrow goes. But all I can think about is fucking food. It's day 3 of the fast. Lost another pound. My energy is really fucking low, so I'm not going to do anything. I think I have like 2 clients today, and then I'm supposed to do all this other back-end work, but I'm going to do that tomorrow now, because it's very low. Okay, bye. My wife cooked food. I'm so ready for some udon and chicken. Thank you, love, for putting up with me. I am breaking my 72-hour fast because we're finally done.
Finally.
Oh, I can taste everything. All right, I'm gonna eat. Screw this now. Fasting, why did we do it? Or why did I do it? I was curious, because there's a lot of talk about it. Everyone's doing the 72-hour fast, and before I even talk to my clients about it, before I even talk about more in-depth coaching about fasting, and if people are curious about it, I have to go through it myself. I mean, I'm not gonna make anyone do something I wouldn't do. So, what did I find out? Talking about, because the benefits of fasting they're talking about is increased focus, superior fat loss, because there were extreme amounts, like faster pace of fat loss compared to lower calorie eaters. You know, there's so many studies out there, peer-reviewed studies and all this fun stuff. But if you really want to really get into the science of it all, I linked 2 videos down who I feel those guys do and ladies do a great job of explaining it. Because it's just, this whole fasting thing has blown up ever since Dr. Yoshinori Osumi won that Nobel Peace Prize about his research on autophagy, which is, you know, how your body recycles bad cells in your body and builds new cells in your body. So now the question is like, do we really need that much protein? And it just goes into this whole rabbit hole and all that stuff. You want to learn more about that? You know, there's links at the bottom below. You know, because I just feel like they've just done a great job doing it. I'm not gonna reinvent the wheel here. But talking about experience-wise and from a strength coach standpoint, would I give this to an athlete? Hell no. Hell no, I would not give this to an athlete. Would I give it to someone who's like really overweight, you know, like super overweight and needs, like, their life depends on it. If, you know, their life depends on it, if they don't lose weight, if they get a doctor clearance saying that they can do this type of stuff, then I will coach them through it. If they get a doctor clearance saying that they can fast and it's a good thing as long as they keep these things, because you got to make sure. But, you know, the first day 1 sucked, or not day 1. Day 1 was actually all right. I actually worked out, taught a class, all that fun stuff. Was training clients. Day 2 was cool. It was kind of the happy medium. I felt like it was the sweet spot. I felt like, you know, I was able to focus. I was actually able to focus more on day 2. So the focus part, the mind part was definitely a thing. I felt more calm. I felt more grounded. I wasn't as anxious as I used to be. So that's what kind of got me. I'm usually anxious and like irritable and I can't focus. The day 2, I was really dialed in. Going back to day 1, if you're gonna begin a fast, don't make carbs your last meal, because I can tell that I was eating too many carbs. Like I was getting used to too many carbs, because day 1 I was craving a fuck ton of like carbs. I wanted carbs, I wanted sugars, I want all that shit. Day 2, nothing. Like I wasn't craving anything anymore. And that was the great part. It's kind of a reset. So a lot of people treat this 72-hour fast as a reset. 24 hours, 36, 48. I wanted to go all the way to 72. I wanted to see the whole gamut of the 72-hour fast. So day 1, yeah, I got cravings, I got hunger pangs, but I was still able to work out, you know, teach a class, dial in, business as usual. Day 2, I was more calm, more focused. I actually got a lot of studying done for this other thing I'm studying for, and was able to be more methodical in my approach of other things. I didn't work out. I walked with my wife. You know, we did a walk outside away from people in mass, just like you guys know. And yeah, so it wasn't bad. Day 2 also, I woke up with no problem. Day 2 was no problem. Day 3 sucked. Now, I think day 3 sucked in a way, because day 3 supposedly, all these people say, you're mentally focused and their energy was high and they were on a high. I didn't get that, because through day 1 and day 2, I was having the bubble guts for some reason. That's totally the opposite of what you're supposed to be getting when you're fasting. You're like, supposedly if you eat right after you do a long fast, you can get the bubble guts if you're not careful. It was the exact opposite for me. I was getting the bubble guts. Like I was like having the shits 2-3 times a day on day 1 and day 2, and it was weird because my wife was like, "What the fuck? You're shitting. You're not even eating anything. I just drank a ton of water." And there's gonna be people who say, "Oh, it's your body taking out the toxins." No, I don't believe in that toxin bullshit. Like the toxins, the word. No, I don't believe in toxin bullshit. Toxins is too generic. What exactly is happening? I highly doubt that my body's like getting rid of the toxins and shitting it out. No, that's not what's happening. What's happening is something was going on with my gut, all right? I did a little bit more research, and supposedly, if you're fasting, you're drinking a lot of water, and your gut doesn't know what the fuck is happening right now because there's no food to digest. It'll start excreting more water through the GI tract, I think mainly the large intestine, and then yeah, so you just start secreting water a lot more, and then the kidneys, because insulin levels down, ketone bodies are up, they'll start secreting more sodium. So I was losing a lot of electrolytes between day 1 and day 2. So it hit me in day 3. That's my hypothesis. But I did a lot of research going into it, and that's usually the case. So they basically said if this continues, if you're gonna faint, you stop your fast. So that's the thing. So on day 3, I was very close to stopping my fast. To my wife's credit, she was like, "No, you're gonna push through this because you signed up for this. You said you were gonna do it." And I'm like, "I know, but I'm having shits. I feel so weak." So all of day 3, I was just laying on the couch watching Marvel flicks. I was literally watching Endgame, Thor, Iron Man 2, Thor, Dark World. Like I was literally I had one client, and they're really cool. So it was an easy client to training coach. And then after that, I literally was just like on the couch, and I was just counting down the time until I got to eat. And I started Monday at 8:30 p.m. That was the last time I ate. And then Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Oh man, I was ready to go. So when I ate, they always recommend chicken broth, something light. I ate kind of a meal. I literally ate 2,000 calories in 30 minutes. And I wasn't trying to scarf it down, all right? I was eating slowly. That's slow from you guys. So 30 minutes, because the udon had fat, like it was a chicken broth, so that's usually high yielding calories. So it wasn't like I was fucking eating hella things. I literally just drank a lot of chicken broth, and that's calorically dense with more nutrients. There's sodium in there and all that stuff. It was good. It was great. And udon noodles, just my wife made, and she made oven baked fried chicken. Oh. So it's like you don't fry it, you just bake it with the batter. So it's like less calories, but it's so good. So I ate like 3 drumsticks, and then I literally ate oatmeal because I was just craving oatmeal, and yeah. But you think that I would rebound back? I went from 233 down. At one point I was at 227, and so it was like fluctuating like 6 pounds up and down. And right before I weighed in at 230, 220, 230-ish. 229.8 right before I ate my first meal after 72 hours. Okay, I started around 233. So I was kind of expecting just to lose a lot of water weight. And then at the end, I weighed myself this morning because this all happened yesterday. So I weighed myself this morning, and I was at 229. I lost a pound. And I know there's research, there's science talking about like a refeed day after you restrict your body so much that your nutrients your body will assimilate the nutrients better, and it'll just like you're gonna reduce excess like water and because I think at one point my body was just trying to retain as much water as it could because of like I was just having the shits. So after that, I didn't rebound back. I feel good. I feel like my normal self. Day 3, it was a wash. It was considered a wash. But that's what happened with my 72-hour fasting experience. Would I do it again? Hell no. I would not do 72 hours. I would do 24 to 48. That's a sweet spot for me. And that's the thing. Like, would I recommend this to an elite athlete? Hell no. Would I recommend this to a high school athlete or whatever? No, I would not. Would I recommend this or entertain this with someone who's truly overweight? They're super beginner. Maybe if they're busy. No, see, it all depends on the fasting phase and where you want to do with it. If you're curious about it, I highly recommend you try it. Does it work? It works in a way that you are going to reduce water weight, kind of reset the body, because now it's kind of you kind of reset everything. For me, I feel good. I feel I didn't really overeat. You just kind of ate my regular meals, and that's how I feel right now. And what does that mean for me going forward? I'll probably add in 1 or 2 days of just fasting separated, like 1 day fast, regular like caloric restriction, my regular caloric restriction, because I have a goal to hit by August. But yeah. So I would just like alternate it. There's like alternating days or general intermittent fasting days. But would I do 3 days in a row ever again? Hell no. But I would recommend, if you're curious, just try it for yourself. It's also a mental challenge. Would I do, I would actually do a 48-hour fast, maybe 72-hour, okay, scratch that. So I would probably do a 72-hour fast if I, like right after a week of fucking partying, like on a vacation where it's all you can eat and you drink a lot of crap. You know, like you ever have those like, just 1 week benders of just having fun and raging at the beach, and you're in Hawaii or Florida or, you know, Puerto Rico or any type of like tropical island area, Philippines. But you know, you just eat and you have fun, you have a good time, and you're just eating, you come back, you're 20 pounds heavier, then yeah, I would do a 24 to 48 hour reset, because your body will just flush everything out. Because that's what happened to me the first 2 days. It just flushed everything out. I felt leaner, I wasn't as bloated, and I felt good. But day 3 sucked. So yeah, that's my feedback. That is my 72-hour fasting journey. I hope that kind of helped anyone. But yeah, this is Coach Austin coming to you with Hyper Strength and Conditioning. Please subscribe to this channel, like all the things, and yeah, I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.